Property Matters. Made better by Better Bond.
If you've started the process of looking for and buying a new home, I'm sure you have many questions around the finance portion. Don't worry, you're not alone. And the good news is there are experts that can guide you through the entire process. Crystal, welcome. So you deal with prospective home buyers every day. What is the service of a bond originator?
Our role in prospective buyers' lives is really to make the process of applying for a home loan as smooth as possible and get the client the best deal that we can do. So we deal on behalf of the clients with the major banks, prepare their application to the best application that we can, and then submit it into the banks and obviously secure the best deal that we can for the client, negotiate on the client's behalf, and make sure at the end of the day that we can put somebody into a home. I think that is our most important role.
What would you say are the most common questions that you get asked?
Often clients will want to know things such as, what is my repayment? What is the term? Can I get a longer term? Can I get a shorter term? Can I pay additional into my bond? Very often clients don't know that they can pay additional into their bond every month, and they don't realize the benefit of it in terms of how much you save on interest, how much you save on your term, and in the long run you can almost use your bond as a savings account. By paying extra money in, you can draw that money out when you need it, and it's relatively cheap finance than if you need to buy something bigger for your property or something like that.
I think that one of the big questions that would be asked then would be, how would my credit record affect my bond approval?
Very important question, because one of the main criteria that the banks use when they judge a client or when they assess a client is what the client's credit profile is like. What is the client's past behavior on their accounts? Plays a big role in the application. So that's why it's very important for clients when they want to apply for finance to start planning long term and make sure that whatever accounts you have, you pay those accounts on time. Don't make a late payment, even if you think, no, I have paid it, but I've only paid it a week late. That's a late payment. That impacts on your credit score, impacts on your credit rating with the banks, impacts on your interest rate, could cause your application to fail. So make sure that that whatever credit you have, whatever account you have, must be paid on time. Whenever you have debit orders running through your check account, make sure there's money in your account. Don't let those debit orders bounce, because that causes a negative credit profile and can cause your application to fail.
All right, now put us into your confidence. How do I improve my pre-approval value?
So obviously we know what the bank's criteria are. We know what the banks are going to look at. We know if we need to tweak your expenses a little bit, to suggest to you maybe you need to look at getting rid of an account, paying up an account, so that we can free up some money for you to make your pre-approval value higher. Also, the better your credit score, the better your perceived interest rate, and therefore you're going to qualify for a higher bond amount.
What are those questions that home buyers should be asking, but are not asking?
I think often what clients don't think about is what other costs are associated with this buying of this property. Yes, I'm going to pay a home loan, but it doesn't stop there. There are other costs involved as well. So when you speak to your agent or your seller, ask them, what is the rates and taxes here? What are the water and lights accounts here? What are the levies? Think about things like that. You're going to have insurance. You need to probably have life cover. So those are all extra costs that are involved in a property purchase that clients don't always think of.
Thank you, Krista. The home buying process doesn't need to be a lonely one. There are many experts and services available to you to answer any questions or concerns you might have. There's no such thing as asking too many questions before making a big financial commitment like purchasing a home.